5. In our last class of our environment, we have seen that many animals are missing and many fishes and other animals are becoming rare, even extinct. Vultures have already been extinct. They are found only in the northern part of West Bengal. That too, it is presumed that the same species which were found in the southern part are not there in the northern part. However, the cattle were fed, were administered painkillers like diclofenac, sodium, etc. And those painkillers accumulated in the flesh of the cattle, and when they died, the vultures visited and ate up the carrion of the dead animals. And in the carrions, that is the rotten flesh of the dead animals, the accumulated diclofenac type medicines, those entered into the body of the vultures, which is why they were killed. They became extinct. And within just 5 to 10 years, in India, more than 5 crores of vultures became extinct. Now these are not found in the rural areas. Maybe there are one or two in certain safe areas. However, regarding biodiversity, you have seen some changes of your neighborhood area and your elders have also seen the changes in the last 50 years and know about them, which animals were found in those days and which are not found nowadays, and also which type of plants and water bodies, farmlands were present, and what type of roads were there, whether there was electricity supply in the villages 50 years before, factories, whether there were factories. There are many factories, agro industries. These are growing by leaps and bounds. On the two sides of the rural roads, you will see the rice mills and brick kilns are growing up every year, and at the expense of the arable land where we could do our agricultural works to produce crops for the growing population of the country. But those arable lands are being used for construction of factories, and that is why the arable land is contracting in area. And a day will come when there will be only large houses, skyscrapers, factories, etc., but there will not be enough food to feed the growing population of the country and the world. And the automobiles, they are also growing in number nowadays. In our boyhood days, we could find we could find a motorcycle very rarely, and whenever a motorcycle used to pass through the road near our houses, We used to run out of the uh, inside, run out of the houses and gathered outside our gate to see the motorcycle, what type of thing it was. We wanted to know that. And those sound producing motorcycles were a source of attraction for the children of those days. But nowadays, everybody knows what a motorbike is, and uh, almost in every household of the middle class there is a motorbike. So the number of motorbikes have increased, the number of the population have increased, so the buses and other vehicles have also increased, and they run at the expense of fossil fuels, which produce polluting gases, which are mixed in the atmosphere, and thus the quality of the atmosphere is also being uh, bad to worse day by day. Usage of chemical fertilizers is a common practice nowadays. In those days, people used very little fertilizer, but now, as there is shortage of compost fertilizers, people used to use chemical fertilizers, and thus the chemical fertilizers get dissolved in the water, and when rainfall occurs, these dissolved chemicals get accumulated in the water bodies nearby and thus they pollute the environment, the water bodies. And pesticides, insecticides used to control pests and insects in the agricultural fields also pollute the environment and pollute the crops which we eat, and some of those pesticides get accumulated in our body, causing various diseases like cancer and other criteria. That means we come to know from this chapter that the environment is being degraded, being inhabitable day by day, and we should take necessary action to so that our environment gets back its health.